do y'all go into detail as far as the bag when you go into labor, what you should have, as far as packing?
We do, in both of the childbirth classes, yeah, we help you develop, a nice little list of things to take in the event, that you need to pull a few tools out of your toolbox as the partner. We will have you ready to go, Dad, whenever you leave childbirth class.
Yeah, he said, I got you.
Do y'all offer like a dad-specific baby class?
So we talked about it, we just cannot find the right dad because we have very kind of enthusiastic and engaged dads, and it's like, well, but I'm not sure yet, you know, and after that, once they kind of graduate, it's like, I don't have time because now I'm doing all these things. But we actually had a meeting last week trying to kind of figure it out because we've been wanting to do kind of like a daddy boot camp type of thing, but I think daddies at that point would want it to be taught by a male rather than a female telling them what to do and what to do. So, but yeah, so stay tuned, because yeah, it's actually kind of in works as of last week. So yeah.
If I could add to that,
Sure.
since I took so many classes here. To be honest, the classes that they offer, they give a lot of information to dads, and it was super beneficial to my boyfriend. So he used all of the stuff that y'all taught.
I appreciate that, and you know, I did have somebody actually, I think it was maybe just last week, they asked, well, so how many dads are coming to the classes? I said pretty much all of them. Probably the least dads attended, which I would say probably still 80% of the dads are coming, is the breastfeeding class. You know, they can kind of get the pass on that. Although we do kind of discourage dads to have kind of or partners to have the pass on it, because there's so much to learn in the breastfeeding class, and how expecting dads, or at that point kind of new dads, can be a really great support system for the nursing mom, because the last thing you wanted to hear as a nursing mom, what's the big deal, just put the baby on the breast, and it's like, it works, right? Women done it for thousands of years. But it is, and I'm sure Renee can kind of speak to all of it more, it's a learned skill, and the baby has to learn, the mom has to learn, and so it is really a process. And for the dads which are golfers, I kind of relate that to like a golf swing. There's so many things need to align properly, including the wind, for you to have kind of the perfect shot. So so you just never know what kind of is going to influence it. So yeah, so thank you so much for that comment. And so yeah, so I would definitely, so we don't need that anymore. No, so we are kind of working on kind of almost like a support.
do a very good job.
Yeah. Thank you.
I have a question regarding the childbirth classes. So, I'm preparing for a VBAC, and I would like to know, like, which one of the different type of classes you offer will adapt better to what we'll go through.
Anything that is like a little bit of a deviation from this routine, I would probably recommend the natural childbirth class. It's not that you're not gonna get some information in that in prepared childbirth, but we just spend a little bit more time on things that we can do to increase our chances of a successful VBAC, a vaginal birth after cesarean. So because we have a little bit more time, we definitely try to focus on things like how you can negotiate, work with your caregiver about staying at home a little bit longer than normal, things like that. So you can ask the questions specifically related to that in either class, and both instructors will give you what you need, but we just automatically cover things like that, and it's built into the curriculum in the natural childbirth class. Are you going to be with a doctor or a midwife?
A doctor.
Yeah, so that, either one, just if you take the prepared, just because of scheduling, it's a great class, just make sure the instructor knows that's what you're working towards, so that she can help you get some specific information regarding VBAC.
And VBAC, for those of you which are not familiar, it's a vaginal delivery after C-section. So yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to put Loretta on the spot right now, because nobody's asking exercise questions, and what would you tell us? Why is exercise good during pregnancy, or is it good?
Yeah, well, prenatal
yoga is great because it's tailored specifically to the physiological changes of your body. Normal yoga is great too, but there are certain yogas that you want to avoid, such as hot yoga. And I'm sure a lot of y'all have heard, no hot tubs, no super hot showers, and no hot yoga. And that's because if you get too overheated, you have a higher likelihood of your placenta detaching. You're already creating a double volume of blood in your body, so you don't need it to be anymore. You're already hot, yeah? Hot mamas. So, it's great that you have something that encourages your body to just move through the process like how it's supposed to be. So we work on focusing a lot of alignment with the pelvis and keeping the pelvis stable, because I'm sure most of you already know that you've got relaxin in your body. So that's allowing for your bones, your muscles, your joints, all the good things to be loosey-goosey, so we make sure you're stable and you're safe, but you also feel stretched out, relaxed. And then we also apply a little bit of a mental portion as well, because it's important to keep your mind strong, because it's also a mental game as well. So labor is one of the only things that once you start, you can't stop. The only way through is just going through the door. So we do exercises like holding a squat for about 1.5 minutes so that you can prepare your body for experiencing a strong physical sensation, so that your mind knows exactly what to do when that time comes. So we work on things like that. And then also sleeping, and we do a lot of relaxing because you're not sleeping a lot. So we make sure that you feel nice and relaxed as well.
And I kind of relate labor to, if you don't prepare for a marathon, you might be able to get through the finish line, but you might be like super exhausted, or maybe, well, not that you wouldn't make it into labor, but it's, it's just the kind of the reality. So it really is, if you can really exercise during pregnancy, and it could be just, if it's once a week or 3 times a week or every day of the week, whatever you can do. Of course, the days when you are like super tired and you just really need a nap, take the nap. But we definitely would love to see you here at the center. And it really is kind of a nice camaraderie of other pregnant women too, because one day you might be coming, it's like, oh, my back is aching, and you are just all grumpy because everything is hurting, and all of a sudden after the class you're all stretched out and feel much more balanced. Or you might be seeing this other lady, one day you might be feeling like, oh, I'm pretty good, and there's that lady who is having really hard times, like, now you can kind of assist her. So we do see kind of a I guess built in almost a mentorship, because you have now these ladies which are the newcomers, and now they have the graduating, 39, 40 weeks, and they are still in the class, and of course after that we see all of you in our mom and baby yoga and fitness classes, which is fun as well. So it really is kind of a regular exercise is very important. I did just post it on LinkedIn an article, and I'm not going to be able to paraphrase it in a good way, but it's basically they did kind of more studies on the physical exhaustion of pregnancy, and it really it's pretty much on the level, the pregnant body, the physical exhaustion is basically like a professional athlete, kind of your metabolism and everything. So it's so your bodies are working super hard, and so don't push yourself too much. Allow yourself to have a little break and rest, and I think that comes to our class. Any other questions?
Right. When should one start yoga? Like, is it recommended during the second trimester, or should we start in the first trimester?
Anytime that you're comfortable, because every mom has a different pregnancy, right? Different symptoms, sensations. So typically we see moms that are coming in around the second trimester just because they just feel a little bit better in general. The first trimester is just very, your body's working a lot. It's that transition of you being from not pregnant to pregnant, so your body's like, whoa, okay, I know what we're doing, but like let me get things together for a bit. So it really just depends on how you feel. You can come as early as you like. If you're one of the lucky moms that from the get-go you're good, you feel great, then that's great. You come on in. If you feel like you're not ready to make it in, or you're on bed rest or
whatever your situation is, then you wait. But the best is just to listen to your body.
So yeah, we certainly have clients, we are a lot of times the first one who is learning that they are expecting, they are just from the doctor's office, they are coming right here and, don't tell anybody yet, but I wanted to be here and I wanted to be part of the community. And we have clients which are at their 38th week and they're like, okay, I need something. And so, they are coming in towards the end of the pregnancy. But, and we do have the prenatal yoga and prenatal fitness. So some of our clients or some of you might be like, oh, I'm not a yoga person, I'm a fitness person. So we do have a fitness classes for you as well. And what we kind of learned that a lot of times clients, they start in the prenatal fitness and after that they transition into prenatal yoga towards the end of the pregnancy. Runners generally do not like yoga because it's focusing on all the things runners need to focus on. But it is, it is kind of a, whenever we are kind of, into the week or whenever we are kind of onboarding our yoga instructors or fitness instructors, it is a kind of a challenge because you have somebody who is in the 3rd trimester and maybe never exercised before. At the same time, you might have the, Iron woman in the 3rd trimester, and but it's really all about kind of where you are for that moment, for that class. Because all of a sudden you cannot challenge yourself more than your body allows, and that's important to listen, right? And like Loretta said, this is all in preparation, not only for childbirth, but it's preparation for motherhood, because there will be challenges thrown your way all the time, and kind of like how to kind of recompose yourself. And of course, we do see so many moms are having dislocated shoulders and all that, just because, like Loretta mentioned, you have a relax in your body, and so after the delivery, things are kind of slowly getting back to normal, but all what you do, holding your baby, right? 24/7, you're nursing, feeding, holding, and so your pectoral muscles are all shrinking, your back muscles are all stretching, so all over sudden your posture is completely different than it was, or that you almost want to. And so during the pregnancy, if you are having regular exercise, you are building good muscle memory. So once you have your baby, once you deliver, it's easier to kind of go back to kind of the new normal in a way. But yeah, so definitely kind of exercise during pregnancy has so many benefits, and we see the moms coming back sooner. Not that we want you to like really bounce back, but it's give another 9 months for things to kind of heal out. But you will feel better if you're exercising. You will feel better in the postpartum. Somebody had a question.
I know you offer classes for preparing for birth, and then after that, what about now? Like, I'm 17 weeks, my back's hurting, my boobs hurting. There's a million product recommendations online. I don't know what to buy for what, because you look for a bottle and there's 50 different ones and they're all the best, and so on. Do you have anything for now? Like, and what you need to get by what time? Like, these things you should have this done by this time and this done by that, like, just general support and advice.
Sure. So I do maternity consultations, and that's kind of where we cover, all of that, just really kind of creating a roadmap. So that's one way to get a lot of that information. So it's a one-on-one, really customized consultation for your needs. But we also, during the yoga classes, you are now bouncing off ideas with other moms, in our educational classes. There's a lot of information like that. This is a few years ago, one of the classes we developed that we were so excited about, and it was Pregnancy 101, because we thought that there were so many moms which probably would wanted to have a class like that. And we had such a low enrollment. And so we tried it for a few months and nobody really was enrolling. So again, last week at our marketing meeting, we were talking about it. Should we kind of try to restart it in a different format? But yeah, so you are saying yes. But it is, so I do, when you come to the center, once you kind of start joining us here for different classes, services, you will be getting a lot of that information, just really kind of by osmosis in a way. So, yeah, thank you. Any other questions? You guys are very